Hello friends and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna play against MayaBot, which is the most human-like engine that there is in chess nowadays. It is free to play on lichess.org, so you can try as well. And it's rated around 1700. Okay, so it's a level that is challenging for most people, but at the same time it's not impossible. So you can train, you get insights, and the best part, it's really human-like. So at least you have 100% sure that you are playing against an engine, so you don't need to suspect your opponents. Okay, so let's go for this. I'm gonna create a challenge here against MayaBot. So for this, I'm gonna challenge to play a 10-minute game. I'm not choosing the color. Let's see how it goes. So so it is waiting for the opponent to accept. Probably a server stuff. And yes, the game started, so let's go. King's pawn opening. Let's fight for the center. And he's going for those fianchettos openings. Okay, we're simply developing. When they do like this, don't think it's bad opening. It's usually not bad. But we tend to think that it is bad and we need to punish. It's not that way. It's a dangerous opening. If the guy knows what he's doing, it's dangerous. Okay, can I play e5 immediately? I don't think I should be doing that. Let's keep developing. And there was a threat of b5 before, so of course I can defend here, but I don't have to. There is a pin going on in the future. Okay, I don't mind it. I don't mind the pin. I will keep the bishop in this diagonal, which I pretty much like. And if he plays like a5, we can play a4, and we're good to go. If b4, the knight b1, no problem at all. So we keep the protection of the pawn. Let's just make sure we are not hanging anything. And my knight will have a good spot there. Okay, so let's keep developing. We want to develop our pieces. That's what we want to do in the beginning of the game. Not attack, not checkmate, unless your opponent is really allowing you to. But, okay, we do have a very nice position. He can do like this, of course. And then fork, yes. But he preferred to play this instead, which gives us a little edge here, a little edge. I like the position from here, because now I do have so much activity with the rook. My knight is going to e3, and we do have a strong attack here, so it has to play e6. And then we can centralize our knight. Okay, what else can we do? This bishop is very powerful and strong. We want to get rid of them as soon as possible. But, yeah, what else can we do? c3, c4? c4 is interesting. It's a very risky move, but I like it. It opens lines and it goes full attack mode. I like this. You know, I have an isolated pawn now, but I don't need to be afraid of isolated pawns, especially when they're queen pawn. We can try to push it in a moment, in the future, but at this moment, we don't want to push the pawn. We need to prepare for that. Okay, so not b3 here because he takes and he's got a passed pawn, although I do have as well, but his one is more advanced. We need to be careful of this diagonal. I think that keeping the knight here is the most indicated move, but I'm not sure. I think so. I think it makes complete sense. You know, those knights are creating a good formation here. And of course, I'm not moving this pawn. Yeah, because he's taking grip of the c3 square. And I need to move my bishop. I think I will do this very subtle move. And bring the rooks. Maybe queen e2, maybe queen b3. Keeping protection of the pawn. Yeah, queen b3 makes more sense. Because we are protecting the a4 square. We're protecting c2 square, and we are connecting our rooks. This move doesn't scare me at all. Maybe it's time for the prophylactic. Maybe it's time for the prophylactic move. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should go for the column. I think I'll play for the prophylactic. And this is very hard for people to understand, most of beginners, that why you're going to spend a tempo here playing either G3 or H3. But if you don't, sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's too late. I'm thinking about G3 here, not H3. But I'm not sure, because then I will have problems on the light squares, but he's not attacking the light squares now. I don't know in the future. Okay, I'm gonna follow my instincts and go G3 here, not H3. Because it takes this square from the knight, so my bishop doesn't have to be guarding that all the time. So now it's crucial, like I need to fight for the column. Now this pawn is weak, but I need to fight for the column. And can he play like this? No, he can't. So we need to exchange and fight for the column here. Like, this is top urgent, guys. This is like the top priority here. Top priority. Otherwise, he's just getting too much activity. You know, he takes the knight c4, and he starts to bring his pieces. So, okay, now we do have a weakness. Not so easy to attack at this point, but we need to be careful about it, you know. Very, very careful. Yeah, he's coming for the attack here, and we need to make sure we are safe. This feels safe, but I think I'm gonna be happier if I can bring the king to d3. Oh, this move hurts a little bit because of c4 square now is available for his knight. This move hurts a little bit, but okay, it's not the end of the world, you know. We do have c5 here. It's not the end of the world. Okay, you want to go for this endgame. So he's really mimicking human style, and the time that is spent for the moves and the moves that are played, this is really, really something very, very interesting here going on. I do like this Maya bot. Really, really mimicking human style. And 1600 players, which are strong. As you can see, this is being tough. This is being very, very tough. Okay, I think I know what to do. Let's exchange and go for the pawn. Now he can take here. This is gonna be tough. Okay, so now b3. And I'm going to attack that pawn with all my forces. I think I like this endgame. I'm probably winning because of the endgame. Okay, pawn is attacked. Not that easy. And yeah, but the good news is that this is the only pawn that's gonna hang. So yeah, but this one can be attacked by the knight in the future. So I don't think I should move this knight yet. I think I should immediately go after that pawn, or if I think that it's important, I can defend, because I'm also threatening knight to g5. So he has to spend a tempo. Okay, but then this pawn becomes vulnerable. But I think it's the way to go. It's not easy to take this knight out of here, and I'm threatening that. Okay, just playing solid here. Just playing solid moves. I think g5, g4 now. But I have knight e5. And then knight c6 is coming. Yeah, I think it's getting pretty nice position. Check, not allowing the bishop to take the pawn. He's probably going for those exchanges. And knight e7, I guess, not allowing knight c6. Oh, there. Oh, I see. King d7. Okay, so I'd better play here. And now I need to bring the king. I can't be playing with the knight forever. This pawn is weak, and as soon as... It's not easy for him to go, because you see, like, this knight is really... But he can try something like this, I guess. But again, he doesn't have this square. So I should not touch those pawns now. And what is my plan here? I can play f3, which is a move I like a lot. Because he takes, I go here, and then my king is entering the position, and then I can take, and then h3, g4. So I do like f3 here. I'm gonna play it. Just immediately going for that pawn structure, and my king is now quickly moving over the board. Quickly moving. Moving fast. Need to be a little bit careful, but this is going fine. Okay. g4? Yeah. Yeah, g4. Let's keep going. Keep pushing. Yeah, now my king is very active. We always have this pawn to push. Now this pawn is hanging, and although he's playing very with a very good resistance here, we are going faster, I think. I mean, he wants to go after this pawn, but as soon as the king starts marching, we could also start pushing the pawn. So what is he doing at this point? He's trying something, but still it's not easy for him to attack me. He still will try the... Yeah, okay, so but I can defend now. Yeah, this pawn is hanging, so he's playing good chess here. But I think I can push now. Because he takes, I push. Then he can never stop the pawn. Interesting move. 3 minutes. Keep pushing. Maybe knight d4 he has? Isn't the knight d4 possible? No, it is impossible to stop this pawn. It's completely impossible. Very nice game. Now at this point the game is over. And we do have plenty of time to finish. Okay. Just stop the pawn. Stop the king. And okay. This is pretty much straightforward. I think he should have moved the knight here, but okay, it was over anyway. So now the computer tries to avoid the quickest checkmate possible, but it was over anyway. Now this is only a matter of... You know, I can avoid him promoting, but I don't have to. Okay, it goes with the check. Just be careful about this. Because he was promoting with a check. And this is completely winning. Let's force the exchange of the queens. I could go any square here on this column. It doesn't matter actually. And we just promote. Could capture the pawn as well, but it doesn't matter at this point. We are simply checkmating now. We do have plenty of time. Let's get this last pawn. Remove it to a queen. Just be careful not to stalemate. Which would be a disaster. Let's bring two queens. We don't have to, but why not? King has too many squares to go, so we're not stalemating him, nothing like that. Okay. So now it's pretty easy. We do the ladder checkmate here. Oh. Okay, we can do the ladder the other way. That's it, guys. So a very nice game here against MayaBot. Let's see where the bot made a mistake here. Let's get the computer analysis and see where the computer made a mistake here, so we can try to learn something out from this game. So here the computer is generating the report. He's analyzing every move. So there was a blunder here that could have cost me the victory. Wow, really? Was there any stalemate situation? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. And during the game, we did have some swindles. So yeah, let's take a look at all that. So the report is finishing at this point. And let's take a look at that. So so far so good. So the opening was okay. He says A3 was probably better, but okay. So the position is pretty balanced. And now knight c4 was not the best. E5 immediately was better. But okay, it's not a winning advantage for black, and he didn't punish properly as well. But okay, black is slightly better according to engines, but the position is still very playable. It's pretty much balanced. So far we have not too much to say. But now is where the problems start. I mean, queen c4 here was not good. So queen c6 was probably better, putting pressure here on this pawn and keeping the pieces over the board. So black is attacking. Black should never trade. So this is an important lesson, guys. So he went for the trades, so good for us. And b3 needed to be played here. Because I played this move and now knight takes b2 could be dangerous. But he blundered because he is not playing in his full strength. He's trying to mimic humans' blunders like I am blundering. Now the opponent is also blundering. And yes, very human-like play here. And knight b7, and now it's like I'm slightly better. Actually, now I'm winning. But there was a point here that I made a mistake. No, this is still winning. I think it's further. Here, how does black draw this? Knight takes a4. Wow, knight takes. So what? I had it here. I needed to play a5 because the threat is knight takes a4, and I didn't spot it. And really, guys, it would be painful. It would be painful because I could not take the knight. If I take the knight, I lose. So I have to move my knight here. And if I move my knight, I lose this pawn. So this is like the situation where I start to panic and say, okay, how do I draw this? Probably I need to play. No, I cannot play there. This is when you start to panic and say, okay, how do I draw? Probably here, because then he takes, and then I go here and I take and I sacrifice the knight if needed. So yeah, there was gonna be a lot. Let's see the computer line here. Yeah, still a lot of game going on, but black is in the game. But by playing knight e4, and now the victory is pretty much straightforward. Yeah, a5 was a very nice move. a5 was a very nice move here. It was probably not the only one, right? Let's check here. Yeah, probably not the only one, but the best one. Knight a5 is also possible. Knight d2 is also possible. But okay, that's it. Nice game. I hope you have enjoyed the game and the video. Thank you so much for your audience, and see you next time.